To begin, I used an AI tool such as DALL-E or Clip to generate an image based on a text prompt that described the product I wanted to create. For example, if I wanted to create a futuristic-looking phone, I might provide a prompt such as a sleek minimalist phone with a large touchscreen display and holographic interface. The AI tool would then generate an image that matched the description, using its deep learning algorithms and image recognition capabilities. This process usually takes less than 60 seconds, depending on the complexity of the prompt and the speed of the AI tool. Once I had the generated image, I used it as a reference and texture for the product creation in Blender. I imported the image into Blender as a texture and applied it to the product model, adjusting the scale and position as needed. Using the generated image as a reference and texture helped me to create a product that matched the description in the text prompt and had a consistent visual style. It also saved me time and effort in the product design process, as I didn't have to create all the details and textures from scratch. Step 2. Adding movement and interest. Once the scene is set up, we'll use Blender's animation tools to add movement and interest to the product. This could include rotating the product, zooming in or out, or showcasing the product's features in action. We'll start by setting keyframes for the animation. A keyframe is a point in time where we define the position or properties of an object. We'll set keyframes for the product's movement, such as its rotation or zooming. We can then adjust the timing and speed of the animation to create a dynamic effect. Step 3. Creating materials and textures. To make the product look more realistic and visually appealing, we'll create materials and textures for it. Materials are a set of properties that determine how light interacts with an object, while textures add details such as bumps, scratches, or patterns. In Blender, we can create materials by selecting the product and opening the Materials tab in the Properties panel. We can adjust properties such as color, glossiness, and transparency to achieve the desired effect. To add textures, we can select the product and navigate to the Texture tab in the Properties panel. We can then choose from a variety of texture types and adjust their settings. Step 4. Rendering the animation. Once the scene is set up, the animation is created, and the materials and textures are applied, we can render the final animation. Rendering is the process of converting the 3D scene into a 2D image or video file. To render the animation, we'll go to the Render tab in the Properties panel and adjust the settings, such as the output format and resolution. We'll also set the number of frames to render and the quality of the final output. Once we're satisfied with the settings, we'll click on the Render Animation button and wait for Blender to complete the rendering process. Step 5. Adding post-processing effects. To further enhance the visual impact of the animation, we can add post-processing effects. These include effects such as color grading, depth of field, motion blur, and lens flares. To add post-processing effects, we can use Blender's built-in compositor. We can add nodes to the compositor to create effects such as color correction, blur, and glare. We can then adjust the settings of these nodes to achieve the desired effect. Once the post-processing is complete, we can render the final output and save it as a video file. That's it for our tutorial on creating a dynamic product animation in Blender for marketing campaigns. By following these steps, you can create visually stunning animations that showcase your product's features and benefits. We hope you found this tutorial helpful and that it inspires you to create your own product animations. Thanks for watching.